Second Cup, brought to you by the Nickel Plate. Sit, sip, savor, and shop.
Good morning, guys. It's Friday. Oops. Look at him already. Ed and Katie are off this morning, so you got me and John today. Aaron's going to join us in a little bit. He'll talk about how snow is possibly on the way.
I don't want to talk about that.
I'm not really ready to talk about that either. It just kind of dawned on me that fall is a real thing when it got cold last week, which is kind of tough for me to deal with for the most part. But otherwise, vibing, chilling. How are you doing on this Friday? Thanks for joining us. I'm trying to get the comments loaded up, but my computer doesn't want me to hang with the cuppies today. I just want to make sure everybody's here with us.
We have our editor, Aaron right now. Saying her favorite show is on. So
love that. Thanks for hanging.
That's because you're on, though.
Oh, yeah. Obviously. Well, I mean, obviously she's here for me. Right. Like, I understand that.
Who isn't, though? Who isn't here for you?
You know, no one's brave enough to say.
I'm brave enough to say. But we had a historic moment during the Six.
We had a good old Taylor mess around.
That was crazy.
The first Taylor Epps merging of the minds happening together.
Tasteception?
Yeah, Tasteception happened at 6 o'clock today. If you didn't see it, Peter says, "Hey, it's our boy Johnny, our boy."
Peter, my guy.
King. We're out here. We're vibing. Yeah. How are you guys doing today? How are we feeling? Obviously, this week felt like a long one because we were dealing with like hurricane back-to-back situations. Yep. Hopefully, it's not super rough down there. We do have crews heading down there to come go check it out and show what it's looking like. And its death tolls around a little over 10. About a dozen people have died so far. So let us know how your folks are doing down there. I know a lot of people have neighbors, friends, family members who've moved down to the Florida area. Tampa Bay getting hit really hard. Sarasota getting hit really hard. But a lot of the people we checked in with really said they're happy to be out of there.
And as Ed mentioned, part of the reason why Ed isn't here, or the reason I should say Ed isn't here, is because him and our photographer are going down to Florida.
Yes.
To help out with coverage down there. So it's just, it's all hands on deck.
I'm actually here.
Oh my goodness.
Surpresa. Ed, are you in the airport right now?
Yeah, man.
Okay. So what are the vibes?
Honestly, I just got here, so the vibes are high. Everything is good. I got to sleep in, so I feel great.
Love that.
But as I've been mentioning, I'm kind of nervous going down there. I'm not going to lie, because this is like one thing that I've never done. I've never covered a hurricane, and I don't know how to cover a hurricane. Though I can't imagine it's any different than covering a snowstorm, I am nervous. I don't really get
anyone can go into this and handle it and do it well. It's the one and only Edge Ranch. We have so much faith that you're going to be the one to make it all happen. But I do understand what you're saying because we deal with snowstorms a lot and we understand how that all happens, right? Power goes out, we see snow, but then the snow melts and kind of life continues. When you're dealing with a hurricane, it's a much different image. Do you have any idea of what you're going into down there?
So I know I'm going to Tampa. I think I'm relieving some crews who've been working around the clock. My friend Ruda, who is a reporter at our sister station in Michigan, has been down there, and I've been kind of touching base with her, seeing what's going on, because my biggest concern is, okay, we come down there, we're almost like a distraction. Now we need food, we need shelter, we need water, we need all the necessities of life, or at least I do. Is there food? Are restaurants open? And the answer, quite frankly, is no. So I'm kind of just anticipating what's ahead and what's next. And it's not about me, it's about the people who are there. So really that's my focus at this point, as much as it would be nice to have a steak at night, the reality is people aren't doing that these days. So, it's truly about the people who are suffering and going through, a double whammy of sorts after Helene and now Milton. So we're just kind of there to be cleanup crew, I think.
Yeah, the eyes on the ground for us, letting us know what's going on down there. Of course, you won't be shocked to find out that the Cuppies are in your corner cheering for you. Caitlin says, Ed, let us know what we can do to help. A bunch of people saying you got this. Kelly saying you're going to crush it. Aaron saying you're going to crush it. Danielle saying the same thing. Kim says it's scary, Ed, but you will do great. I think
Howard says you're on your own.
Right. Some of the images we've seen so far, really scary and stuff that we just don't deal with. The flooding, people being rescued, animals being rescued, dealing with all that stuff. But we are glad, at least, that you are the one going down there because we are so confident that you're going to go down there and crush it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, it's kind of scary for us.
I know. We need you to come back in one piece and be good to go.
I was ready for the energy to come into the newsroom, and that didn't happen this morning. So
Weird.
A little puppy waiting by the door, and he didn't show up. He was on vacation.
Well, you know what? Hey, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Somebody mentioned that I seem selfish when I talk, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, I mean, what do you expect when you go down to a place that you've never been? Like, you want to explore, you want to do things, you want to like understand the community, you want to be there, you want to be part of the action that the locals are. But you have to kind of like change your mindset. Like, this is not one of those times where you're living like a local, and you are in it with the people who are affected most. So, I just want to make sure that I clarify that I'm not trying to be selfish in any way. I truly do care about the people, and, hopefully we can find some stories of hope and resilience. And that's kind of, I think, what the best part about this would be.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you guys are at the airport now. Ed and our photographer heading down there. Jeanette says, thanks for representing Western New York so well. Caitlin says, Ed, anything happens, you'll have a convoy of cuppies to come help
Love
you
this.
out. So,
and to steal something that Ed always says, to put the period at the end of the sentence. I think Jeanette says it perfectly. Like, Ed, this is a perfect representation of Western New York. When anybody needs help, whether they're in your neighborhood or across the country, we're here to help. So we know that you're going to do great. We know that you're going to make us proud, and we're excited to see what you do down there.
Thanks,
and
guys.
Look at this,
guys.
So much love.
Yeah, I'll keep in touch, and I'll see you at some point next week. God knows when.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you next week. Get down there safely. Let us know when you get there.
Okay.
Thanks
for filling in, Taylor.
Ed.
Thanks, John.
See you soon. Look at our favorite out there, representing us so well. We're gonna have a little touching, emotional moment here.
Did anybody see like my heart skip a beat though?
No, you were like,
when he popped in, I was like, I'm in trouble.
He thought his life was over. He's like, oh my gosh, the boss man. Crazy. Okay, yeah. So Ed, expect that next week. Ed's going to be kind of our eyes and ears on the ground, showing us everything that's going on down there, hanging out with us. We of course got Monday Night Football on Monday. Big deal, huge deal.
Yep.
Bills playing the Jets in Jersey. Hopefully they can get it together.
So you're going to be with us again on
Tuesday.
So age-old question: what are you doing? Are you going to watch the game?
What am I doing? Am I going to watch the game? Yeah. So I mean, like today, filling in, helping out, just here for a day. I'll be here this weekend, and then I'll be here Monday, and then I'll be here morning show Tuesday. But I don't think it hurts to stay up and watch the game, because then I'm more educated, and if we lose, I'm more angry. If we win, I'm more thrilled for Victory Tuesday. Yeah. So I'm going to watch the whole thing, unless they're up by 1 million, and then I can.
You'd probably be up anyway because your Yankees are playing too. So there's that. But I feel like
this time of year,
even being a producer, I want to go to bed, but I'm like, if there's any key moment that I need to make sure that we have,
got to stay up
I
for the
need
game.
to do it for work as well. So
we just keep that second cup an actual real thing, and we keep the coffee flowing and the energy drinks flowing. I need to know where Kelly's coming from out here talking about Go Jets. What's that coming from? Caitlin's got the right idea with Go Bills.
Kelly, I thought we were friends. She's a Rangers fan.
Kelly is well, okay, that makes sense.
She's no, that's not how it works.
Well, yeah, I mean, was she from down there like you guys?
Well, yeah, but it's Yankees, Rangers, Knicks, and then it's Jets, Islanders, Nets. That's usually how it works. And then I think that's it. Did I cover them?
And then Bills if you have the right thing going on, I guess. But we do want to talk about the Sabres a little bit. Did anybody go to the game last night? If so, rough. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I feel discouraged. I'm not like super, super into hockey, but the only hockey team I've ever cheered for is the Sabres. And they kind of stink. I don't know. Someone's got to tell me what's going on. Like, how am I supposed to feel 3 games into the season and they've only scored 3 goals, 1 goal per game? And this was before the game started. They did this whole, like Hall of Fame, blue and yellow carpet. All the fans came out to see them. Look how hyped these people are. They got their reserved parking signs signed and jerseys signed and all this stuff. And then they get out there and it's, they're just not that great. What is it? What's the problem?
Scoring. And it happens to teams all the time. They get a little snake bitten to start. I mean, think about it from a basketball standpoint. Let's just say the Lakers had started off their season 0-3, and they were putting up 92 points.
Yeah, not enough.
A game. It's not enough, but the season is long enough where I do think that the Sabres will be right where they were the last 2 years, fighting for a playoff spot till the very end. I'm a little concerned with Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, if I'm being honest.
Is he the goalie?
He's the goalie, yeah. So the first game in Prague last week, he let in a couple questionable goals. And then yesterday as well, you want your goalie to make a save in a key spot. He's getting paid as a number 1 goalie, and sometimes you need to steal a win. I don't know who's going to start on Saturday. I don't think that's been announced yet by Lindy, but whether it's Levi or whether it's UPL, I do think that they need to win. And the power play is the big issue.
Well, also it's against the Panthers, who just won the Stanley Cup last year, so it's looking extra rough. I don't know. I just think like there are a lot of pieces that are missing, a lot of problems to plug in here and there. And I think you can make a similar argument kind of about the Bills, their offensive struggles, not a great production on offense, not a ton of scoring happening. But I know at the end of the day, like the Bills will make it a good game. It'll be a close game and it'll kind of come down to that last score. My faith in the Sabres is like super low. Like I really don't.
And even with the Bills, you know that you're dealing with injuries if you're watching a Bills game.
Right.
You don't have Shakir, James Cook slammed his foot on Sunday against the Texans. So if there's limited offense, that kind of makes sense. For the Sabres, they have a lot of talent on their team, and you just want to see that take that next step. I mean, I'll admit, until I'm blue in the face, I'm a diehard Rangers fan, but the Sabres are, one of my second teams, and to constantly hear, all right, this is the year, this is the year, this is the year, you'd be frustrating.
We're still looking for the year. Is the year in the room with us? I really don't think so. Last year we said the same thing, like, oh, it's a new energy. We're a really young team. They're coming back. We had Don Granato. He's gone. It's Lindy Ruff now. Just kidding. This is the year. Go to Prague. 2 losses. Just kidding. We need to bring it home. Still nothing. I'm just like waiting for that moment where it's like, oh my gosh, okay, finally. Julie says it's the Buffalo curse. She's just saying. Maybe it's that. I have no idea. Peter says, my dad and brother were at the game last night. Neighbors were there too, who are a Kings fan. Yeah, better night for them than for your dad and your brother.
Yeah.
Julie said, I'm still a Sabres fan. I tried to tell him go for the shins. I don't know. Aaron said earlier there was more energy last night. They were at least like, shoving around, getting into it a little bit. But I don't know.
That fly that's been bothering you all morning, that is
evil.
I hired that fly.
Did you?
Yes. And I haven't let go that when the Rangers lost to the Panthers, you immediately sent me a text that said, haha, or whatever it was.
That's crazy because I didn't remember that. I was just antagonizing for no reason. I don't even know
it's stuck with me.
What's going on here yet. Bob's got some positivity for us. He says, don't panic yet. Went last night. Team looked good. Team looked good?
Yeah, I mean, if you hold a team without a goal for 2 periods.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's 2/3 of the game. That's more than half the game. You're playing NHL competition, so you played well. You only lost 3-1, so there is a silver lining there. I mean, even in the Sabres story that we had today, there is a bit of a silver lining with consistency because if you're only giving up 3 goals in today's NHL, you have a chance every single game. So definitely not hit the panic button. I think sometimes one with our need for instant gratification, and 2, when we compare it to the Bills, like if the Bills started 0-3 this year, the whole city would be
we'd be having a tough. I mean, 2 losses in a row, and people are already like, throwing in the towel. But we are going to strike a positive tone. We're going to be optimistic about both the Bills and the Sabres. Whether or not it's the year, we don't know, but there are certainly wins on the horizon for both.
Are you going to go to any games this year?
Well, here's the thing. I work on Sunday. So my life is a little tough.
Sorry, Sabres games.
Oh, that? No. I don't think so.
You're going to go to KeyBank at all?
Maybe. I don't know. The new scoreboard looks really cool. I do want to see that. I do like going to Sabres games. I just feel like they happen like, on like a Tuesday night, and I'm like,
They
I'm
do.
gonna go.
They do happen on Tuesday nights.
And then, I'm here until whatever time,
right.
and I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it over. I should. I don't know. You want to go? Should we hang out?
Let's
Should
do
we
it.
be friends?
Should we get the Dominator?
I don't really have
too?
anyone to go. Oh my God, the Dominator?
Would you get it?
No. You guys talked about it before, but I have to put my 2 cents in on the burger that the Sabres are selling. I'm so concerned for anyone who eats this thing, the Dominator. You can see it right there. It's 4 burger patties, brisket, bacon, house-made jalapeno popper. What is boom boom sauce? There's ancho barbecue on there, and then it is all sandwiched by 2 pepper jack grilled cheeses.
Yeah, I would not eat like half the things that are just on this sandwich, let alone everything that's on this sandwich. And how much do you think that's going for?
$20 at least.
At least?
At least $20, and then like everything else in there. If you want to get a drink, that also is going to cost you. I mean, you're going to spend $30 out there.
If anybody has tried this, please let us know. Everything, price, taste, was it worth it?
Did you survive it?
Right.
Are you okay?
This feels like the one chip challenge.
It just feels like a horrible. Oh my God! Like I'm shivering.
Oh, Bob says it was $15.
$15 is not that bad. Oh, for a hot dog.
For a hot dog, yeah.
$15.
That's a lot.
That's the going rate for the glizzy these days.
That's a lot. Yeah, for a glizzy.
Yeah.
I don't like hot dogs. I'm just gonna come out and say it. But that's a lot of money. I think. I don't know what the last event was I went to, but I got like a water or something like that, and it was.
Oh, it's gonna be like $7.
Yeah,
you can't get anything out there that's super cheap these days.
Howard says the Dominator is a heart attack in a sack on
Kelly says
or
a heart
bun.
attack sandwich. I'm just worried for arteries, everything. Peter says he'd go with me. He said Cuppy Sabres night. I want to go for one of the nights. It's like one of the themed ones or something. I've only been to. I think I've been to 2 Sabres games before. I think they lost both times, so I'm not really sure if I'm the good luck charm.
So make sure you go when the Rangers are in town. That's when we'll go. We'll go when the Rangers.
Yeah, we'll go when the Rangers are in town. We'll figure it out. See, now the bug that you hired is coming to fight you, and that's what you get.
Because I told him make it look like you're not a hired hitman.
And that's how it's going.
Right, exactly.
I hope he's
so
getting
now
his
he's
check.
playing his part, the hired actor.
I think this is a good segue into admitting when you're wrong.
I don't think that because I'm right.
Because you're right. Okay, being real this morning while keeping the positivity because we're on Friday. We're Friday, happy to be here, time for the weekend. Have you ever been in an argument with someone though, and you know they're wrong, but they won't admit it? Also, are you that person? What does it take for you to admit, I've been wrong in a situation? I'm the kind of person where I'm automatically going to think I was wrong. Like I will apologize before someone even has a problem with me. But some people are like, you know what? I'm going to stand up. I have no issues with it.
Yeah, I am just a walking contradiction because I have very like big opinions and stances on things. Mm-hmm. And if someone's like, you're wrong, I'm immediately like, you're okay.
You got to stand on business. There's no standing on business. You're not standing on business.
Right. And it could be anything. Like someone could say fall is better than summer or vice versa. Or, well, I don't know. I'm since I've moved to Buffalo, I've kind of become like a cold weather guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened to me.
When the big guy says lake effect snow,
you're hype?
Yeah.
Well,
my ears perk up, my tail starts wagging. I don't know why I'm a dog this second cup. I don't know what I'm trying to
You're a golden retriever king. I don't know. That feels wrong to me, but I accept your truth.
See, and that's the thing. Now I'm just like, maybe you're right. Because the summer is nice. You can go outside.
Boating season, Buffalo on the water is just like
I do like
unmatched.
Sleeping with the AC on. So maybe you are right. So immediately, I flip a switch.
What's your zodiac sign?
Virgo.
Virgo. Okay, that's
rising or moon?
No, sun.
Sun or moon?
You're wrong. I'm just telling you you're wrong. But some say, like Libras, for example, so anyone born this time of year usually is able to like see both sides of things. Or, they weigh the scales kind of deal. I'm a Taurus. We're supposed to be pretty stubborn and like stay on our points. We're both earth signs if you're Virgo. So that is...
I will say, if you're saying that you're stubborn, you're right.
I think you're wrong, but they're case in point. But other people are saying the same thing. Kelly says I'm going to fight to the death that I'm right until I am proved wrong. And do you need like evidence? Do you need to like see it? You need the link, you need the research, you need the MLA format sources to find out that you're wrong. And then what does it look like when you do admit you're wrong? Like, how do you get to that point? What is that feeling? Caitlin says, I'm a Leo. I am angry and stubborn. Understandable. Respect you. Erin is a Libra, so she understands weighing the scales. Kim says, I'm never wrong. Just joking. You're not joking, Kim. I already know. I already know. You're never wrong, and I believe you.
I also grew up in a household where my mom is always right. So
valid.
I definitely defer very often. Like our lovely Jenna, if I came in and I was like, hey, Jenna, I think that this should be the story that we're leading with. And she's like, no, this should be it. More times than not, I was like, yeah, you're right. When in doubt.
Kelly says it takes Google. She needs to see the facts. She needs to see the Google
That's
facts
fair,
before anything like that. I agree too.
Yeah, you definitely should be checking.
Kim says she's a Scorpio, so she's got a birthday coming up too.
Do you actually follow this stuff?
Like zodiac signs?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say follow, but I know enough to like make like blanket statements that people are like, oh, I can agree with that.
Okay.
I have a co-star. You have a co-star?
You're my co-star right now.
Oh my gosh. No, it's an app where you can
Oh no, I'm not. No.
You can see
No.
your full chart. You know your time of birth and where you were born.
Can I ask you about the that's
An
the
Oura
ring
ring?
thing, right?
Yeah. I have an Oura ring. You know how people have like Apple Watches or whatever. It's like a ring that tracks your health stuff. So I get my sleep score, a readiness score, and all that other stuff from this little guy.
Do you like it?
I like it. They're coming out with a new one. They're darn expensive, but I don't know. I like it. I think I have an Apple Watch 2. I only wear it for like runs because it tracks your pace, and this doesn't.
Yeah.
But I think it looks better, cleaner look.
I mean, getting back to admitting when you're wrong. This thing right here has
Wrong?
It's right all the time.
Okay.
Like it doesn't matter what I do. I could go straight home and go right to bed, or I can run a marathon. If this thing says, hey, you didn't reach your goal yesterday, let's step it up. I feel
like,
so down on myself. I'm like, all right,
gotta
do it today. Today's the day.
Crazy. A lot of people are asking about the Northern Lights. Before we go, Aaron, are you over there?
That's a good segue.
Aaron. We're trying to get the big guy in here to say if he'll come talk about it a little bit.
He might only respond to Weather Daddy. Weather Daddy. That would have been so funny if
you just like pulled up like super quick. We're trying to find Aaron for you. A couple people are asking about the Northern Lights. I'm really jealous of everyone who did get to see them.
Yeah.
I live close to the city, so I didn't see anything close. I also just didn't even try. But there were some many good pictures came out, like Warsaw, Lewiston, people who were able to get away from the lights there. Beautiful.
Have you ever seen them?
No.
I know we've had a couple opportunities.
No, never, not once. I don't really try, but I was extra jealous when I woke up this morning and found out that everyone had like this magical experience, and I was just like hanging out inside.
It legitimately looked like a life-changing experience, like one of the similar to the eclipse. Like when I saw the eclipse, I was
a little teardrop.
Well, yeah, that's because I didn't have the glasses.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And you can't see to this day.
I wore the protective eyewear that we were supposed to wear, but no, it felt similar to like, wow, this is
life is
so
worth
cool.
living.
Yeah,
redeemed.
Nature
joy.
is great.
This stuff is awesome.
Yeah,
I love that for you. I'm sad that I didn't get to have that moment. Did you see it?
What?
The Northern Lights.
No.
Oh.
So I had to sleep all day because I was your producer today.
Yeah.
So because of that, I went to bed and I woke up and it was nighttime and I had to come here. So
apparently there is another chance to see them tonight. It's just not going to be as good as last night. Like last night between 11 and 2 a.m. was like prime time Northern Lights. You probably could still see them, but I think you'd have to get further away from those city lights. Obviously look north, and you have another chance to see them tonight. Sarah knew exactly what I was referencing. The life is worth living.
One of the best albums of our generation.
I don't know who sings that song.
Justin Bieber.
Is it? I thought
Yeah.
I've only heard the TikTok.
No,
trend.
it's Justin Bieber from his Purpose album.
Oh, that is one of the best albums. That came out my
Yeah.
freshman year of college. It did
Yeah.
change everyone.
Your freshman year? Actually, no. I was a
2015.
senior. I was a senior.
Yeah, we
I'm
went to
old.
college at the same time.
You don't have to do that.
I'm shocked.
I
at
thought
it.
we were ending the week on
We are.
positivity right here. You're calling me old?
No, nothing like that. I don't know. But I think Aaron said there's another chance tonight. But if you did see them, send us your pictures. Do the hashtag see it on 7.
You can share them
Marguerite
on
updating
Facebook, too.
folks. Yeah, share them on Facebook. For those who are just joining towards the end, Ed and Katie are off today. Katie's enjoying some time off because she's earned it because she's the best. Ed also the best and is going to help out in Tampa with folks who are trying to pick up the pieces from Hurricane Milton. So make sure you're tuning in with us next week because we're going to show what Ed's dealing with down there. He's our eyes and ears, helping out with our folks down there. Katie will be back on Monday. I will be here on Tuesday.
Yep.
We got the gang hanging out all together.
Yep. And I will not be sitting here on Monday. So hopefully. Oh,
we all want more John. Melly just said, Johnny, my boy. Everyone's hyped to see you.
Yeah.
The Cuppies love a good John moment.
Well, they also love a good Taylor moment.
And I'm so happy. I'm thrilled.
And this is how we end the week.
And this is how we end the week. Happy Friday, everyone. Enjoy the weekend. Let me know if you're doing something fun. Maybe I'll just come hang out. Or we'll watch the Sabres game and just kind of commiserate or try to find some silver linings there.
Get a Dominator.
Get a Dominator and see if we survive. Have a good weekend, everyone. We'll see you back here on Monday.
Bye.